Hello, this is Feminine Features. The main purpose of this show is to discuss chick flicks. I'm Anne Sully Sullivan.
I'm Jenna Morrissey.
And I'm Windsor Jewell.
This week we are joined by McKenna Moore, a stand-up comedian and host of the Lay It All Out There podcast. How are you?
Hello! I'm so excited to be here.
We're happy to have you.
So excited.
Thank you for coming.
This week we watched P.S. I Love You. In order for you to enjoy and understand this podcast, we recommend that you watch before listening. But if you haven't, here's Jenna with some background and a brief synopsis.
Now, folks, this is not the sequel to All the Boys I Loved Before,
That's what I thought you were picking. Yeah.
I don't know about that. That's my bad.
That's okay. You did nothing wrong.
It's To All the Boys I Loved Before, P.S. I Love You, which might be the longest movie title
That's
in the
true.
world.
It's legally the longest movie title in the world.
Yeah.
But, not the one we covered today.
Not the one we covered today. This
The Millennium
is
classic.
Yes. This is a 2007 Warner Brothers movie based off of the 2004 novel of the same name by Cecilia Ahern.
Yep.
Sure.
This was directed by Richard LaGraveness and written by him and Steven Rogers.
Woo.
Read that immediately. I'm like, Captain
America. Yeah, it's Captain America.
It's
Thank
Captain
you for
America wrote
setting me up
this.
For that. Pretty good for him.
Yeah. I didn't think he had it in him. So,
But only men writing and directing. Crazy.
Yeah.
more common than you'd think.
I don't like
when
that
it
at
comes
all.
to these.
Cecilia Ahern's like a strong writer. So
Yeah.
It's got to be pretty close to the book.
It does seem pretty close to the book, except the book took place almost entirely in Ireland.
Yeah. No, that's
And
not
they Americanized it for the movie.
Oh.
So this movie stars Hilary Swank as Holly Kennedy, Gerard Butler as Jerry Kennedy,
Ow.
Yeah,
Lisa
right?
Kudrow, who we welcome back to the pod just from this
Yeah.
season,
Yes.
as Denise Hennessy. Then we have Harry Connick Jr. as Daniel Connolly,
Love him.
Gina Gershon as Sharon
Yeah,
McCarthy.
That's my wife. That's my fucking wife. I love her. I'm sorry. I saw her in this movie. And the thing is, I know her from her lesbian works,
of course.
Bound and Showgirls, which
Mhm.
Showgirls not that lesbian, but
Close the way you're watching it.
the way I'm watching it. But I was just like, who is this woman? Because she's so femme in this movie. She's so femme. And I was just like, who is that? And then I was like, oh, that's my wife. I can't
That's your
believe I didn't
wife.
recognize
Our
her.
versatile
Right,
queen.
right, right.
She's, yeah.
Next up, we have Jeffrey Dean Morgan as William Gallagher. We have Kathy Bates as Patricia Riley.
Love Kathy Bates.
Who doesn't?
I didn't know what noise you were going to make. But that seems appropriate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then we have James Marsters as John McCarthy.
Woo, woo, woo.
And lastly, we have Dean Winters as Tom. All my NBC heads out there know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Wait, who's in he? What is he?
He is in SVU.
Okay,
Mhm.
is
He's
he,
Detective Cassie and he's in 30 Rock.
is he in Grey's Anatomy?
Probably.
I don't know.
Literally meant
don't
to look
watch
it up.
it.
I don't know. I thought he was Denny, but it might just be a guy that looks like Denny.
Yes, yeah. The other guy, he's
He just
Denny.
looks like Denny.
No, this guy is Denny.
Oh, great.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't
And,
know he was in
and
Grey's Anatomy.
he has a long-standing Allstate commercial.
Yeah, he's Mayhem.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, I got confused. We're talking about different guys.
Different
Okay.
deans.
Yeah.
Different Deans.
Yeah, no, Allstate. Yeah, I know him.
No, Jeffrey Dean is in this though.
Yeah,
We're
he's-
talking about
okay.
Dean Winters.
I got all confused.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Jeffrey
yes.
Dean Morgan is on.
I'm talking about the Irish guy that she sleeps with.
Yeah, that's Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Okay.
And he is in Grey's Anatomy.
Great.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Glad I knew what I was talking
Danny.
about.
Glad we pieced that one together. All right, so I'm going to get into the summary. McKenna, please cut in.
Okay, thank you.
Because, I wrote this just now, and I'm sure
I'm so
I've left
excited.
out some details that are important. So please cut me off. So, Holly and Jerry are a married couple of 10 years, and they fight a lot. We see one of their arguments before jumping ahead to Jerry's funeral.
He dead.
Because he died of a brain tumor
Youch.
immediately. First 10 minutes of the movie.
And it's like a happy funeral. Very,
happy
very
funeral.
unsettling
Oh,
little
these
opening.
Irish people, they
Yep.
love to celebrate life with a
Mhm.
drink.
Mhm.
So true. So Holly grieves and withdraws from her friends and family for weeks until her birthday, when everyone shows up at her apartment. And that night, a cake is delivered with a cassette inside, and it turns out Jerry wrote cassette not inside the cake, just taped inside the cake box.
Mhm.
It turns out Jerry wrote Holly a series of letters before his death to be delivered to her at seemingly random times. To her, it's seemingly random. There's a method to
It's
the
less
madness.
random and more extremely planned.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know when it's coming.
Exactly. Yeah. Much
Yeah.
better way to put it.
Mhm.
So that night, she goes out to a bar that she frequents with her friends, and she brings his urn, which is a massive box.
Yeah, she designed it though. It's pretty cool.
It is cool, but it's like
She should have put a handle
it's
on
such
it,
a
though,
metaphor
just saying.
because she's bringing it everywhere.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so big.
But it's not the most depressing. Brought the urn out to the club.
No.
you know?
I really get that. I
Yeah.
get bringing the ashes around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's a little bejeweled.
Mhm.
I like it. It's classy.
It's classy. So Daniel works at this bar with Holly's mother, and her mother doesn't seem to love this whole letter thing. She thinks that it'll keep Holly from moving on with her life. So one letter she gets asks her to go out and sing karaoke, and another sends her, Denise, and Sharon on vacation to Ireland, where Jerry is from. And Holly ends up meeting a man, and at the urging of her friends, sleeps with him. And after they've finished the act, they discover that they both know Jerry because William was his childhood best friend.
I liked that.
Small town. Small town, the country of Ireland.
They both have the same swag. She should have known.
It's true.
Had the same swag. Like, as soon as she saw him, I was like, girl, not him.
Come
That's
on.
just your husband.
That's literally just your husband.
What are the odds two childhood friends both grow up to be so hot? You know, it just seems unlikely.
Would
It's
you call
true.
us childhood friends?
No.
I know.
So, so after they discover this, William comforts her and tells her stories about Jerry before she goes to visit his parents the next day, where they have a letter for her describing the day that the two of them met. So there's a lot of flashbacks in this movie. That's on the longer side of
A lot
them.
of ghost Gerard Butler cut-ins.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he's barely in this movie. He really
Yeah.
is. Just like it's his voice and his ghost.
and he's such a good like dead husband. I feel like
Yeah.
the culture talks a lot about like dead wife montages
Yeah.
and whatnot, but he's really bringing it with
Yeah.
the dead husband material.
There's no flashback of him just laughing though.
So true.
In between like lace sheets.
Yeah, exactly. Literally.
He is given more agency and less sexualization than your
Shocking.
dead wife typically would.
Shocking.
Yep.
I think they should have sexualized him a little bit more,
Show us his
post-mortem.
penis.
Got to agree with you there.
Yeah.
Can I say stuff like that on this
Of
podcast?
course.
Oh, we
Exactly.
encourage it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Starting off hot.
Absolutely. So on this trip, Denise reveals that she's getting married, and Sharon reveals that she is pregnant.
Bitches. Sorry.
Mm.
And when they get home, Holly kind of starts to withdraw again, but this time she pours her time into designing shoes. And she offers to make Denise her own custom shoes for her wedding when she goes to meet her at Kleinfeld's. And her friend is like, "Oh, what? Were you just mad that we were all moving on with our lives? Are you jealous?" And she was like, "Yeah, I am." And her friend's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Later, Holly and her mom are walking through Central Park when Patricia reveals a secret. She has known about the letters the whole time and is giving Holly the final one right now. And as she reads this letter back at home, she gets a voicemail from Daniel, and it's 2007, so all voicemails are what? Played out loud
That's
in
right.
their
Yes.
apartment.
Mhm.
Very important thing in this movie and many before it. So she takes this as a sign and she meets up with him and they kiss and they both decide, nope, this is not the vibe. Let's just be friends. So the movie ends with Holly returning to Ireland with her mother, and she runs into William, and William's dad starts making eyes at Holly's mom.
Yeah, that was good. Not something I love, but it's okay.
It's like, what if
You got a problem with Kathy getting some?
It's just like a mother and daughter
dating a father and son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how
it's
much
a
dating
little
was going to get involved.
you know, fine. It's allowed. It's totally legal.
It
It doesn't
is.
sit right with me, though.
It's a little odd because, you know, if all parties get married, it's like, what is this family tree looking like?
It's
Yeah.
just like when second cousins get married.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It reminded me
tough.
very much of a book I read in middle school. I think it was called it was a Meg Cabot book. I think it was
Yeah.
How to Be Popular, which
Okay.
I've talked about on the pod before.
Of course.
But I'm pretty sure that book ends with the girl, like, she starts dating her best friend, but her grandmother starts dating her best friend's grandfather.
No, that's cool.
And they get married at the end of the book, and they finally get to, and like the teenagers finally get together at the end of the book, and they're like, isn't it weird that we're like cousins now? So it's not really like that, but it definitely reminded me of that.
I take it back. It's somehow worse. Like dating your sibling, you're like, okay, well, there's a technicality there. Cousins, it's like, ooh. Why are you looking past this? You know?
Yeah.
I just wish the dad had been hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's fair.
The
I'm
accent's
sorry.
kind of doing some heavy lifting for him.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
that they live a simple life in the country.
That's true. That element was hot, but he just wasn't keeping up with Jeffrey Dean. I'm sorry.
well, that's very hard to.
Of course.
But yeah, that's the movie.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I loved this movie. I am so hungover.
We had Sully's birthday
was
party
my
last night.
Birthday party last night.
Mhm.
I'm feeling pretty good at this moment.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need to barf, which is huge. But sorry, I'm not my normal gregarious self. Cause I really liked this movie, and you know, I want to try to give it the respect it deserves.
Of course.
So let's talk about it. In the opening scene, crazy. When they dropped the title sequence after that opening scene, I was like, that whole thing was the one scene.
When they just fight and fuck and then he's dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
It puts a lot. It packs a punch.
Yeah.
It's very independent cinema.
Well,
I'm
I didn't know what this movie was about. So
You found out real fast.
I found
didn't
out
you?
real fast, and I was just like, okay, well, like, it's so weird to watch these movies for the podcast because I like take notes, and especially like I've never seen this one. I'm seeing it for the first time, so I like have no idea what's going on. So I'm like taking notes, and I'm like, maybe the theme is about like how men never say what they think, and then it's like, oh, he's dead. So
Yeah.
that I don't think that can be
he's
it.
dead.
He's dead, and now she has to deal with riddles.
True. What
So
if your
true.
boyfriend was the Riddler and he died?
He pissed as fuck.
Yeah,
Also, I
depends.
thought everyone in her life was like pretty hard on her.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean,
Like
like
so hard.
100%.
it did seem like she could take it though, so I was kind of like, yeah, keep it up, guys.
I don't know.
You
It was
never
like a
know.
couple weeks in, and they were like, "You gotta get up," and it's like, no, you really don't.
You
I
really
feel like.
don't. It's
You-
fine.
You got
really
like 2
don't.
years probably before anyone needs anything from
And
you.
there was some like illness he had beforehand. So like it's not like the only traumatic. It's not like he suddenly got hit by a bus. Like,
Right.
She's been through like a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was like
It's
taking care
clear.
of him.
terrible.
Yeah, and they're really just like, okay, hurry it up with the
Well,
dead
I'm
husband.
pregnant, so stop being a bitch.
Yes.
It's like, oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
they do tell her when they're out in the middle of the lake, which is a little.
weird.
Well, and they
Little
didn't.
weird.
They didn't mean to.
That's true.
They didn't mean to. It seemed to just kind of come out.
Mhm, mhm.
But
You
her
know I couldn't
mom
shut my mouth
definitely
about
was not a fan.
Her mom being like, "You're still over the dead husband with the dead husband riddles,"
The mom was a little
but it's a bit, right?
yeah.
Is it though? Like, I don't know. I know she had it in the end, but I'm like, I think you're still a hater.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, even
Yeah.
at the end, she was like, I did not want to do this. I thought it was a bad idea, but I could not say no to him because
Right.
he was actively dying with a brain tumor.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, gee, thanks, Mom. That's so considerate of you.
So you still don't like him.
Right.
Man's dead. Man's
Man's
dead.
dead.
Man's dead.
But at the same time, when she goes to visit his family in Ireland, she was like, I thought you guys like hated me. And the mom was kind of like, well, I did.
You stole my son.
You took my little boy away.
Yeah. Well, she did.
She
She
did.
did.
I mean, a 24-year-old boy away, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it would be. I get how somebody could be resentful of like, oh, my son loves you now, so I don't get to live in the same country as him.
Yeah,
Mm.
like
Common issue.
sure.
Yeah.
but-
An issue.
Yeah. So anyway, what I think the theme is in this first opening scene, they're having this fight. She says, I get so afraid sometimes our life is never going to start. And like, he says, no, baby, we're already in our life. It's already started. This is it. And then he dies.
Yeah, and then he dies.
Nah.
And she says, and during this fight, she says, why do I have to be the responsible grown up? Which I think is such an interesting line because she's literally not the grown up.
No.
He's
Yeah.
like, she's quit her job 5 different times.
Mhm.
And like, I thought this was absolutely brilliant because I think sometimes people just sort of like fall into roles in relationships where it's like, I'm the girl, so I'm doing this. I'm the boy, so I'm doing this. And I think we often think of women as like being the more responsible one, and like having to take on that burden. And they like, okay, hold on, where am I going with this?
Women taking on burdens.
Women taking on burdens. But like they have a plan, you know.
Mhm.
Oh, help.
Using my laptop today. Oh no, there's a screensaver.
Yeah, so like this whole journey that she's on throughout this movie is, I think, should I just cut to the end? No, we're gonna keep talking and then I'll tell you what I think.
All right.
But yeah, I think she's dealing with this fear of like not being where you want to be in life,
Mhm.
which is like, I think great, especially for like a movie about like a young widow, because like I can't relate to that personally. You know, I don't think a lot of people relate to that, but it is not like a universal experience in the way like not knowing where the fuck you're doing in your 20s is.
Right.
Yeah.
But like I think it's a really interesting just development from, okay, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing with my husband. When are we going to have kids? What's my job going to be? How are we going to save money and move out of this gorgeous fucking apartment?
I know they acted like it was such a shithole.
I'm like,
It's unbelievable.
2008 financial crisis hadn't happened yet.
He
Oh, so
says,
true.
are you going to make me sleep in the bathtub again? And then they have a beautiful couch in the middle of a living room.
Mhm.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well,
are
it
you
wasn't
talking
enough
about?
space, I don't think.
The
Sorry.
tub was bigger than the couch.
There was no door to slam.
Yeah,
that
right.
exactly. Yeah. Okay. So, it reminded me of your parents because they got married young and
It's true.
figured it all out while being married to each other, which is cool. And I don't understand it, but your parents are so cool.
Well,
So
it
I'm like,
involved a lot of fighting
yeah, sure.
and not wanting to have kids
Oh, totally.
for a long time. And then just kind of doing it
Yeah.
to kill time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is something to do.
Something to do.
I mean, it definitely feels like that in that I don't think Hilary Swank's going, I need a baby right now in that
No.
scene. It's very much about like, okay, then we will feel our life out and not feel the pressure from the mom.
Right.
That's what I liked about that fight was
Yeah.
how specific it stayed.
Yeah.
You know, and that felt very real, very my parents
Yeah.
as a young couple screaming at each other.
Yeah, but like they have a plan. And
yeah,
I think
literally.
and
Like,
she's
and they're
just-
pretty stable in it. And it
Mhm.
but there was like an uncomfortable dinner with the mom. And that's why I like that opening scene so
yeah,
much.
yeah. But anyway, at one point he tells her, I think this is in a letter, your plans never work out anyway, which is like, yeah, he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole plan's kind of down the toilet. So
Yeah.
it like, yeah, that's like another interesting part about being a young person and trying to figure things out is like, yeah, you do have plans and they do not work out.
Yeah, I mean, you're very plan heavy, and I always tell you they're not going to work out.
Well,
You should have a plan and then see where you
Yeah,
land. you know?
yeah.
And I think that's what this movie's about.
well, yeah, and to me it is like this movie is about a woman who is like type B kind of like trying to put herself in like a type A personality because that's where she thinks she needs to be as like the woman of this relationship.
Yeah.
where am I going with this? So like becoming a planner. When
Yeah.
it's like when we have that flashback scene and she's in Ireland and she's lost. She's like, hey, I'm lost. Where's this? And he's like, oh, you're literally there.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's kind of the attitude that she's supposed to have. It's like, I'm lost, but it's like, oh no, she's actually exactly where she needs to be. She's doing exactly what she needs to do. Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I think he's really good. I think he, like, you know, we don't really see what he's like in the relationship outside of that opening scene too much. But through these letters, he's like, go buy a lamp. And it's like, yeah, hun, you're not the type A one in this person.
Right.
Like, you need to be told to buy a lamp. Like, so yeah, I like that. Okay. He tells her friend Gina, Gershon, do whatever you need to do whenever you want to do it. Whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. And so like, yeah, he's kind of like having this he kind of has this attitude, I think, like with her, and like just like this is his idea in general of like, I'm gonna nurture people's plans. I'm happy. I know what I want. I like want to be with this woman. And I like know how to like live with the spontaneity of life, of her. And I also like know how to prioritize. And like for her, yeah, I think she has a hard time prioritizing because like she wants this baby eventually, but she like cannot deal with the fact that that is not actually her number one priority, you know? Yeah. So yeah, what I think kind of sums it up is he says to her in a letter, I don't worry about you remembering me. It's that girl on the road you keep forgetting. And he's talking about her being lost in Ireland. And she has some long quote about creating, but basically he quotes it back to her and says, my business is to create. So yeah, I think, you know, I think he's trying to remind her in the afterlife, like, you are not, you're not type A, like, go create, be like this kind of like free person that you were when I first met you.
Yeah. And then she starts making what they call shoe art, and they never once call shart.
I know, literally.
As soon as they said, Lisa Kudrow was like, oh my God, this is like shoe art. I immediately said shart. Shart.
Yeah. Are you good? It's like, didn't occur to you?
That's so good. I can't believe it didn't occur to me.
Well, that was when I watched this on my iPad without Windsor, and I was like, I wish we were watching this on the TV together because you and I immediately would have gone shart at the same time.
No, I was like,
Can't believe you didn't
shoe
think
art.
of that. Shoe art.
I was too busy being jealous of having 3 weeks to think about what you want to do for the rest of your life. I was like, I need to watch TCM for 3 weeks and just
I know.
focus on that.
We'll get into it. But I was like, this is so Windsor when he's a young widow.
Yes. I need to get married young to a hot Gerard Butler and have him die.
Yep.
Me as fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd do so well in that scenario.
But yeah, she has this conversation with her mother. She's talking about what's the point. This is also with, what's his name? Dan. You're alone no matter what. And her mother says, his death is a part of your life. I think there's actually a different quote, but I'm very sorry. I did not do my notes very good this time.
That's okay.
But they say it a couple times. His death is like his life ended. His death is like a chapter in your life. It's something like that.
He says it in his final letter.
Yeah,
that
he says
Daniel
something.
reads,
Yeah. But like this idea that she has to stop waiting, and like, yeah, I think she's just really stuck in this place where she's like, I have to plan what the next thing to do is. Like, I have to figure this out. I have to figure this out. I have to figure out how I'm gonna get over him. And then she just sort of does. And it's like, yeah, of course that's how it works. You just eventually do. And yeah, I think, you know, at the end of the movie, she gets to this place where she is better off. She kind of remembers who she was before him, and she's like, okay, like, I don't have what I thought I had, but like now I am like moving on to the next chapter of my life. And I, you know, going back to that first scene where she's like, what was the line? I'm afraid of our life's not starting. I get so afraid sometimes our life is never going to start.
Right.
And now she's like been very, very clearly shown like life is just sort of continuous. It doesn't really start.
Yeah.
It just sort of ends.
It just ends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
damn.
That's what I got on themes. You got anything else you want to
On
discuss?
themes,
Yeah.
I definitely like. Obviously, very different. But I had a friend die.
Okay.
A couple years ago,
Mhm.
and so it was really interesting to watch this movie back after I had experienced like a significant loss.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting because like first of all I just thought that grief was so heavy throughout, obviously, and different cultures of grief. Irish people are like very much like drink to them, celebratory,
Mhm.
that kind of deal. Obviously sad, but like I do think WASP culture of grief is weird. It is like move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They are so Irish in this.
I love that.
But Kathy Bates is like, she's also very Irish, owns an Irish bar.
So weird.
But like, yeah, is kind of like that like waspiness of like, yeah, just move on. Well,
It's the Americanness.
Yeah.
to
Kind
me-
of.
To me, like, the Irish culture is like kind of like bury your feelings. Kind
It
of
seems
thing.
like at least Irish
Yeah.
American,
yeah.
but maybe all. Yeah, like the Catholic.
Yeah, it's the Catholic. I read this book and they turned it into a show called what the fuck is it called? Don't speak, be quiet, say nothing. That's the one.
It's called Shut the Fuck Up.
It's called Shut the Fuck Up, but it's about the Troubles. But it kind of like talked about how Irish cultures have a culture of silence, partially because like the Catholicism's yikes, but also because like people were part of the IRA and they couldn't speak about it. There was just sort of like this understanding of like, we don't ask dad what he does. He's not telling us about the car bombs, and we just like don't talk about it. We don't talk about his political views because he could be arrested for those. We just kind of have this culture of silence in our home. I don't know. Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy. Every Irish person I've met never shuts the fuck
Dead
up.
ass.
Myself included.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about what this movie meant to us. I have Ireland on here.
Have you been to Ireland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love
I thought
Ireland.
probably, but
Have
I
you
didn't know.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I went with my parents.
I went with
Irish,
like
I
friends.
assume.
I am Irish. I'm Irish and Scottish. I've been to both.
Okay.
I've been to Scotland more than Ireland,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the same shit. And I love it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I really like the countryside where they live.
The other thing that I have on here, the on-site locations. What the fuck?
Right.
They had money
Yeah, they
behind
did.
this.
Back
It's
when
so good.
movies could succeed.
Yeah.
Back when like not to spoil what the critics thought, but a kind of average movie. I thought it was great. I didn't think it was average, but like a kind of average movie got so much money for this. It was incredible.
They shot one scene and one scene only in Kleinfeld's. You know.
yeah. Well, they being like all the New York stuff. Were they in Riverside Park at one
Lower
point?
East Side.
I was scoping it out, and I do not believe
Okay.
it was Riverside Park.
Gotcha. But yeah, the Teddy's bar, I was convinced it was Dublin House because the
Me too.
sign looks like Dublin House,
It
but
does.
it's not shot there. It's called Bar 9 or something like that, which is in Brooklyn, but it doesn't actually have that Teddy sign on the bar.
It definitely looked like the Dublin House sign.
So I'm like, did they just take the Dublin House sign?
I mean, it's like a common. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like it's just common Irish imagery.
Yeah.
In a way. You
Yeah.
know. But we can say it's Dublin House.
It's Dublin House
because we
That's-
like to go there.
We love to go there. We love to go there for St. Patrick's Day. What else did I think? James Marsters. I have never seen him in anything except for Buffy.
Oh yeah.
And so I was thrilled to see him in something else. I was like, hi, Spike. Him and Gina Gershon being married. I'm like, can I be a third?
I didn't realize that was Spike.
Yeah, that's Spike.
That did not click for me. That's so funny.
Hilary Swank's first movie was Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That's true.
And
They
the job that
reference
she
it.
lists
Yeah, and
that
then
she
they
would like
do-
is Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, I
and
know.
he says in his letter, Vampire Slayer is not a job.
Isn't that so funny? And she
I felt personally seen in that moment.
how about her making these like posters of like
Yeah,
possible
vision
jobs, and
boards.
one of them is Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, she
Talk
made the
about an
whole
A
vision
B
board.
personality doing an A
And then he
personality thing.
Called it.
Funny.
I think that's what I got. I already talked about how much I love Gina Gershon. I want her to be my wife.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
I love this movie. This really kicked off. I like think I saw it like when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it kicked off a real thing for me. I was reading like book series about dead people who leave their
family notes.
Really?
Yeah, I like really went on a tear with that.
Like a whole
Yeah.
subgenre.
There were a lot of young adult novels about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I read them all.
Is that not the 13 Reason Why?
Sort of.
I mean,
Or is that
my
separate?
preference is when it doesn't include suicide
Right, of
or rape.
course.
But
Of course.
and
there are
you're
different
so right
genres
for
of
that.
Yeah.
everything.
That's how I feel about most of my media.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't feel that way.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't at 13 when I read 13 Reasons Why.
Jesus Christ. I know that they were really pushing that on us. And I'm
Selena
like,
Gomez.
I'm already thinking about this stuff. Like, you don't have to put it in my head. Don't encourage ideation,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. But yeah, so I got really into whatever this genre is. And I love Gerard Butler. So like,
Yeah.
I was 13 being like, that's what a man is.
You were correct.
And I low-key still feel like that.
Yeah.
He's
How do
kind
you
of-
feel about his accent in this movie?
I like it. I don't really fuck around with whites without accents.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
fair.
And that's just sort of what I've got going on. And, you know, whether it's right or it's wrong, it's what's true to me.
Hell yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Thank you.
yeah.
But the Scottish guy doing the Irish.
Yeah. I
Oh.
mean, is it the best accent I've ever heard in my life?
Yeah.
No.
No, but it's better than a non-Scottish guy would do. Yeah.
Way better.
Yeah.
Love Gerard.
Oh, and he's so hot. You don't even think about it.
I know. And I love Hilary Swank. It was just like,
Yeah.
so good. And the idea of a man planning ahead for fucking anything
Hot.
is the most romantic thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Hot.
When was the last time any of you had a man, romantic or platonic, do something thoughtful and plan ahead for you?
My boyfriend made Sully buy me flowers
Mhm.
That sounds about right.
because he lives on the other side of the country.
Yeah, but he did
That's sweet.
actually want to split them with me, and I said absolutely.
Like, hello?
not. Venmo request $20. Roses, only the best for our girl.
That is funny.
No, he was very thoughtful. I thought it was a nice gesture, and I was happy to do it.
I know.
Yeah, I was a real Kathy Bates in that moment. You know,
You were-
Never. I can think of zero.
Zero,
examples.
never. Yeah.
Mhm,
That's awesome.
last time a man planned ahead. I don't know, Windsor. You've been planning stuff.
Yep.
You
You went to Boston.
We did go to
Yeah,
Boston.
you planned it.
I know. But
Thank you for taking accountability.
Yeah,
But you
anytime.
did-
I'm
but
not.
you
I'm a type B. I can't hide it.
But you got me Amtrak tickets like
Yeah.
way long ago.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't
I
like
think it's a
the,
gift.
The payoff was recent, even though the planning was not.
Paid as a gift back.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
A lot of men don't do that.
Kind of
It's
close.
true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I have one man. I never want to have sex with the ones who plan ahead. What's up with that, you guys?
Well, you know,
I need to. I'm type B.
But like the only friends I have who actually do plan ahead are like my lovely little friends.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But like never a man I'm dating.
But that's, I mean, hey.
So I was like, what if I had a husband, but then he died, so I could be alone?
Yeah.
But he still sent me nice little notes.
That's
I've been
the
wanting that for a
dream
while.
scenario, perhaps.
I've always been interested in a long distance relation, even if it's like different planes of existence, you know?
Hell yeah. It's the
I'm in a
easiest
long distance
distance.
relationship. My husband's in heaven.
They can't.
I'm on Earth.
They can't cheat on you if they're dead.
Dead ass. Or maybe it just doesn't count if it's in heaven. They're
That's
like
true.
up there fucking,
That's
but it
true.
doesn't.
They
it
don't
doesn't
call you
matter.
about it.
Exactly.
Who did he say was hung in heaven? He said someone was hung.
Oh, he did. I don't remember.
Oh, Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, yeah.
So funny.
It was funny.
Well, we all know that. Yeah.
Do you think? No way, because he
We
swam
all-
naked in that lake all the time.
You think
What?
something?
Ben Franklin.
Oh.
I didn't know he did that. I knew, wasn't he?
Well,
Well,
he
sorry.
like went to like sex parties and
That's,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're hung.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
true.
Well, doesn't hurt. Sometimes you get an invite back. Anything else?
No, I love this movie though.
Yeah, it was
It's
really
just
good.
nice.
Why'd you pick this movie?
I don't watch a lot of current movies of this genre, not because I don't like it, but because I do comedy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and I watch very few movies generally, and this one has always stuck with me.
Aw.
It's like, yeah, one of the movies that I have on my like favorites list, but it's like a bad favorites list because I don't watch movies like that.
We embrace that type of thing.
Thank you.
Windsor.
This movie, it had a lot of parallels to our lives. What really struck me was the 2007.
You got a dead husband?
No, I don't have a dead husband, but Sully's moving away, and that's basically the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Where are you going?
Minnesota.
I love the Midwest.
Yeah.
And so all the arguing about planning and stuff, they're arguments I've had in my own life.
Yeah.
And not quite so
5 years
sexually.
ago, I was like, I'm going to leave in 5 years.
Yeah, not quite so sexually charged, but fun nonetheless. And I was a Red Sox fan in 2007. Had many Irish American friends, so all the music in this movie
So good.
is like 1-to-1 shit I remember from 2007.
You have a lot of-
I was deep in Irish culture in 2007.
Have you
Irish
guys done
American shit.
Fever Pitch on this?
We have not.
I don't think
would
it's a
love
chick
to.
flick.
You don't
Is
think
it
it's
a chick-
chick flick?
I don't know.
do
It isn't about sports.
It's like a
We
boy
do
chick flick.
cuspy movies all the time.
It's like a chick flick for boys. It really
I don't
is.
really want
for
the internet.
boys.
We
to
have
know.
talked about doing
No,
chick-
that's fascinating.
Yeah.
I,
Well, we
I
did-
need to know what you mean by that.
By chick flick for boys.
like
Yeah.
Say Anything. That's a chick flick for
Yeah.
boys.
I don't know. It's just like
I haven't
because
seen
it
that in
has
so long.
sports, but then the
Jerry
men can
Maguire.
enjoy the romance.
Jerry Maguire. Yeah.
It also is about young men who cannot plan and are like a fucking wreck,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then kind of have to get their life together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like an allegory for them.
You know,
Mhm.
I always bring up when, talking about movies we've done that I don't think are chick flicks. I always say High School Musical. So you
Yeah.
two thought it was a chick flick. I did not. Maybe that's a chick flick for boys. But
That's
it's
a
not. No, I take it
No.
back. I take it back. I take it back.
I
Delete
think
it.
it's
Cut
largely
it.
a
Cut it. I said it out loud
movie
and
for
I take it back.
children.
Because I just think about Troy Bolton being the lead of that.
Right,
Yeah.
and I loved
But
him
I
as the
take it
lead of
back.
that,
It's
but
not a chick
not
flick
for
for
like
boys.
because he played basketball reasons.
Mm.
I quit. I was wrong.
I don't want the people on the internet to know just how much I know about baseball. Doing a league of their own was frankly bad enough.
Wow.
Oh my God, you were getting into.
Did you watch the new one or the old one?
The old
the old
one.
one.
The
We
old
don't
one.
do
That's a great
TV
one.
shows.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's a TV show, and I
Yeah.
knew that.
Yeah. I loved the footage of Ireland. I thought it was
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
gorgeous. This cast is incredible. Kathy Bates is one of my favorite. I was just at the bar last night talking about the Annie made for TV film
Ooh.
where she
yeah.
plays Miss Hannigan.
I've not seen.
Oh, you
Victor
got it.
Garber
It's all my favorite
as-
actors, and that's why they're my favorite actors. Alan Cumming.
Love Alan
See, I
Cumming.
love the cast of that movie. I don't like the movie.
Well, agree to disagree, Jenna.
I know it's fine. Well, I'm sorry. Annie doesn't have curly
That's
red hair in that
true.
one,
No,
which
that's
doesn't. I do
literally
like
true.
the 2015 Annie
Because she does have curly hair.
because she has curly hair at
Yeah.
least.
At least.
And we all love Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Gerard Butler's accent kind of threw me a little bit because I think he's hotter Scottish.
Totally.
But that might be my biases.
Mhm. No, I think you're right.
And I love Hilary Swank. I think this is a really great movie star movie for her. This is post her second Oscar, and just kind of I feel personally that there was never the groove for Hilary Swank there should have been in Hollywood. And this is the exact example of what kind of movie she could have done. And this is like, and the whole movie feels shaped by her movie star impact, because it's not a real rom-com,
Right, she carries
It's
it.
not-
but like
yeah.
this is her version of a rom-com. Like they
Mhm.
know that she can hit the heavy shit, so they get the Ahern novel and really just let her work, and she makes it look easy. I mean, you follow her through the whole movie, and she keeps it from hitting in the darkest moments, like watching TCM. I'm a huge TCM head,
Love that.
and so watching the black and white movies, seeing Judy Garland sing, this to me is a really good mourning process. To look at old people, because there's a lot of mourning in those movies. They cover a lot of the realities of life. And so I related to that, and even at her lowest, she keeps it kind of light.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And that takes an expert. That takes somebody who's played those roles like Boys Don't Cry, where you go all the way. And she knows exactly where the movie's letting her play. And I loved it. Good acting. Harry Connick Jr.,
He's a fun one.
really convincing as a guy you don't find attractive,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy because he's so hot.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Well, it's tough when him and Hilary Swank look like they could be brother and sister.
Yeah. And I didn't even know it was Harry Connick Jr., which is crazy to me until the romance started up. And I remember that you said they look like siblings. I'm like, right. Like, I hadn't been thinking about it because they weren't next to each other. And then when they kissed, you're like, yeah, you
You're
got
like,
it.
ugh.
You fucking nailed it, Jenna. They are like, we look like siblings. So
Yeah,
we
they're
gotta
like,
cut
this is
out.
wrong.
Yeah.
We don't like it.
Have you guys ever like kissed a sibling type person?
I've done more than kiss.
Nice. yes.
And that's why I don't date blondes anymore.
Totally. That's
yeah.
totally.
Yeah, you know, I like women who look like myself,
Yeah.
but then they also look like my sister.
I know. And that is tough.
and that's bad. And that's
And that is
bad.
tough.
That's bad.
I know that if I was dating women, it would be a serious problem for me.
Yeah.
That arc on Broad City, I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love me some me.
Yeah,
I'm trying that with men. It's just that you should have a beard, so it's fine.
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah.
Do you have brothers?
Yes, we
Okay.
don't look that much alike. And if
Yeah.
somebody does look or talk like him, I'm like,
Yeah.
Literally. I don't look
Yeah.
like my brother either, which makes it much
It's
easier.
helpful.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't find a lot of redheaded men attractive.
Oh, yeah.
No
you got it
offense
easy. Yeah.
to my fellow gingers out
what
there.
if it's your color? Because your hair is so pretty and it's more.
I think I could handle this color, but again, it's
Also-
the way that no one else in my family really has red hair. So I think if I started dating a
It's a little on
redhead,
the nose.
it'd be a little weird.
It looks
Well-
like you hunted them down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Jenna, you like women.
I also like women, but I also don't know if I would date a redheaded woman for similar reasons. Not that I find them unattractive.
if you were with a
Because-
redheaded woman, I would be like sisters.
Exactly.
It'd be
Yeah,
tough.
because they're
It'd
just
be
so
weird.
rare. Yeah, yeah.
Unless it was like, I don't know, if it was like carrot top orange, you know,
Well,
but
bleh.
I don't,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
I'd
know.
get me a big bear twin, no shame.
I would love to see that.
Well, your brother isn't a bear.
Exactly. No shame.
No shame.
Not sibling related. It's just like looking in the mirror.
All right. Windsor, who are we on?
We were on Windsor.
You know, you love TC.
You were talking about
I want 3 weeks
Harry
to
Connick
think
Jr.
about shoes. Harry Connick Jr. You know his dad blows.
Really?
Jenna, what did you think? Yeah, his district attorney in New Orleans did some fucked up shit.
Oh.
Yikes.
Fun fact. That means I'm out of shit. Jenna, what did this movie mean to you?
Well, the first thing I had was Hilary Swank and Harry Connick Jr. look like siblings.
Yeah.
The second thing I have is let's talk about Harry Connick Jr.'s character, Daniel,
Yeah.
because he's like, I have a condition where I can't read social cues.
Autism.
He does say
Okay.
that.
Autism.
Yeah.
Cool.
We weren't saying
totally
that
fine.
in 2007.
It's so
And then
true.
he was like, I have a pill that I take that helps me say less rude things. And I'm like, now hold on.
Mm-hmm.
There's no pill for autism.
Beta blockers. I'm like, maybe cocaine. I don't know.
Yeah, right? Like
Alcohol.
Yeah.
alcohol,
Weed.
edibles.
I had a family friend who had a brain injury that meant he didn't have a filter that was unrelated from autism.
That's
Sure.
funny.
Did he have a pill
it
for
was
that?
funny. And yeah, he took unrelated pills for like mental faculty stuff.
Sure.
But it wasn't like his filter got better with the pill.
Yeah.
He would still say horrible things to waitresses.
And that's like what got me about his character was just if they hadn't made it so that anytime he said something rude, Hilary Swank could be like, "Did you take your pill today?"
Right. Get Big Pharma out of this.
Yeah.
I was like, "What pill are you talking about? What medication is he on? What are you talking about?"
And where can I get some for some of these?
yeah. I was like, I need to take that. Jesus. Yeah, that really fascinated me. I was thinking about that for a lot of the movie. There's also this, I wrote down this line from right before she hooks up with William, where he tells her that she's very sweet, and she says the last time a guy said that to me, he followed it up with, "I don't date 13-year-olds," and William goes, "Well, lucky for you, neither do I." And I thought that was the funniest
Yeah.
thing in the whole movie.
Pretty good.
I was like, great line.
There were some really good lines in this movie.
Yeah.
The first
Yeah.
scene, I wrote down Gilmore Girls because the whole, you're saying what you're not saying, but when you're saying that, you're really saying this. And I was like, it was very
The
good.
fast, the
yeah.
delivery between those two was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had that. Hilary Swank. I know mostly as Melissa Hatt from Yellow Jackets. She plays adult Melissa
That's crazy.
in Yellow Jackets. And
Can we get through one episode without you mentioning Yellow Jackets?
no, never.
They have too many good actresses on
They
that
have
show.
too many good actresses on that show. Hilary Swank showed up last season. People had feelings. I thought she was fine. I thought she was fun and good in that role. I think people are just upset with the writing and not with her. So there's that. And the last thing I have is this was like, I don't know. We obviously cover a lot of chick flicks. It's kind of our whole thing here. But this was the first one in a while that I sat down and watched and was like, yeah, this is a fucking chick flick.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like we hit a lot of niches. We hit a lot of like iconic status movies. Like we just did 9 to 5. I like picking the ones for kids and the ones that get memed on, like Tall Girl or, you know, Sleepover or whatever. But this was like you said, and like we'll get into with the critics' reviews, like it was kind of seen as like just a run-of-the-mill movie, just kind of like average movie by the public. And we never do those, I feel like. So I was like, I mean, like, I guess we do.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the whole show, isn't it?
Yeah, but this one, I don't know, this one felt different. And it was like a weepy.
It was a weepy. It's
Like,
been a
I-
while since we did a weepy.
I did cry at the end of this movie, even though I enjoyed the movie, but I wasn't like, oh my God, this is my new favorite movie. And I was still crying at the end of it.
Yeah.
And also the fact that Hilary Swank's character is supposed to be like this fashionista or whatever, and then at the end she gets into shart and you know all of that, and that's very, very 2007 to me.
It's like almost a throwaway Carrie Bradshaw
Exactly, like, oh, she loves shoes.
detail. Yeah.
You know this woman, she loves her shoes.
It was a really funny detail. It was like how for a while every like young woman in New York City movie, they were like worked in a magazine. It's like,
Exactly.
okay,
That's what
the
it
fuck
felt
ever.
like.
Like I guess yeah, sure.
That is exactly what it felt like. It
does
felt very
shart.
much in line with
She does
that.
shart.
She does shart. And there was one point in the movie though where I was like, I see what they're trying to do with these outfits. And it is just simply not working for me. We were like in Ireland and Hilary Swank was wearing like this patterned poncho with a beret, and I was like, girl,
Yeah, that was a lot.
take it off.
Ugly.
Not
on
in
some
rural
jeans.
Ireland either.
I
Put
found
on
it
some jeans.
delightful, but yes, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, I mean,
I felt like a hater, but
Nothing wrong with that.
It's not a place to turn a look.
it's
No.
there's no need to turn a look.
No. But it was 2007 fashion, which I find hypnotizing.
It was 2007, and it felt so pre-recession. And I don't know if I have the words to describe
We're quick
that.
doing multiple vacations to Ireland within a year.
I was a problem. I haven't worked in months.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm suddenly a single income.
The Lower East Side is bummy, and
Yeah.
we got to get out of our tiny apartment with only 5 rooms.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very pre-recession core.
Yeah.
Felt very, very 2007. Like the movie would have been different 1 year later, you know?
Yeah.
Doesn't it make you like yearn for a New York of that time?
A life we've never known.
Every New York prior to today makes me yearn for a cheaper rent.
People are already. I saw someone posting the other day a photo of someone just hanging out in one of the parks in 2019 and being like, God, I miss this New York. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Jesus, I know.
yeah, I guess. Sure.
Yeah.
Even in like 2018, I think I got a flight from New York to Dublin for like $60.
What?
I miss that life.
What? It was a different
Yeah,
time.
It was a different time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a life we'll never know. We pay millions of dollars to like go grocery shopping.
Across the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this movie got me thinking
I
about.
do have one more thing.
Let's hear it.
About the Irish American music and both my parents.
Yes.
One of their favorite karaoke songs is The Fairy Tale of New York.
Oh my God. You have to have them perform it for my parents.
I would love that. Of course, there is a language issue in that particular song, which is explored in this movie that makes it difficult to sing in public nowadays, with the priest saying the F slur.
Oh yeah, I mean that was
Hey,
just awesome.
He can say it if he is one.
And he probably is.
Statistically.
If I mean, yeah.
yeah, he
I know
dropped
a bunch
that,
of
and I
gay
went,
priests.
Yeah, I
cool.
that man is comfortable saying that word.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And he did it with a little snap, so you know when it's an offensive.
Yum.
Yeah. No. Yeah, totally. All right, let's hear what the critics thought. We have the independent critic, Richard Propes, says, during a year, however, in which grief has been beautifully explored in far too underseen, Grace is Gone, and Things We Lost in the Fire, P.S. I Love You is stunningly average film.
2 movies I have never heard
Never
of.
fucking heard
Exactly.
Me neither, actually.
of. They might be good.
And we got someone who's into the dead husband genre over here. Never
Yeah.
heard of it.
My
Yeah.
bad. But do they send notes?
But do they send notes?
Oh, here we go. Ready. Hasn't the theme of letters being left behind by a loved one been played out already in recent years? Successfully by the indie Eve of Understanding, and not so successfully in Cameron Crowe's Elizabethtown.
Who said that? I'll fight him.
This is Richard Probst.
Richard
See-
Probst, you bitch.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like there's some tropes that will never be like overplayed. Just think about fan fiction, you know?
Star Wars gets to have 50,000 movies.
Yeah, and they have to be
Exactly.
identical.
And-
but
Right.
And they're all actually
also,
the same movie.
you shouldn't compare this movie to Elizabethtown. It is like a drastically different film.
I think this movie has like a fresh hot take.
Like it's a different, like you can borrow a plot point in a different movie.
Yeah. And also sounds like it's a pretty common thing to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Swank borders on dreadful.
Nonsense.
Kathy Bates delights.
Well,
True.
obviously, always.
I mean, she always does.
have you ever seen her not delight? Call us if you have.
I don't think Hilary Swank was dreadful.
I think it's a nonsense statement.
Ready? Gerard Butler is surprisingly effective. Gina Gershon and Lisa Kudrow are sadly ineffective as Holly's best friends, largely due to considerable lack of character development, while Harry Connick Jr. does all right as one of Holly's boy pals. So this is my thought. This guy's fucking sexist.
Yeah.
All the boys were great, all the girls were bad. That's not
Except
true.
for Kathy Bates.
Except for well, obviously, but like what she's gonna
Kathy
be bad.
Bates transcends gender.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kathy Bates is great. But yeah, I'm like, it's crazy to be like, Gina Gershon and Lisa Kudrow don't have like character arcs, but Harry Connick Jr. does.
He doesn't have a character. His arc is that I have a crush on you, and then he's like, actually, no, I don't.
Yeah. And Lisa Kudrow starts this movie. Hey, I love this woman. So iconic.
Yeah.
Are you single? Are you straight? Are you working? My kind of girl.
So funny.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my kind of girl.
I love that bit.
And she finds her husband that night.
And it's
Yeah.
an Allstate guy.
That's the genre. Like, that's always weird to me when people want a film to be something that it isn't. I'm like,
Yes.
this is a chick flick. You're supposed to have a couple of like funny characters
Yeah.
who don't have character arcs
Yeah.
to come in and give a little line. There's a romance, there's some comedy, you leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, this critic was like, this was not for me.
I don't think that's.
But,
then
like-
don't be a critic. I don't know.
So true.
Like you just have to understand what is an effectively completed movie and
Yeah.
what is not, and you can't just be like, this movie is not like these other movies. Like you have to somehow engage with it.
Yeah.
That's what Roger always does. That's why I
Yeah.
like it.
Roger didn't review this, unfortunately. What? Yeah.
Did he die? No, not yet.
2007, so no.
When did he die?
2014.
Do you guys refer to Roger Ebert as Roger?
Yeah, we do
Always.
him.
We're good
We do him
friends.
every movie.
Just-
Yeah, we always like to see what he says, and we get mad at him sometimes.
Why
Yeah.
was his why did his face end up looking like that? Cancer?
A bone jaw cancer. Yeah.
Totally.
Oh.
I believe cigar smoke.
Oh, well, good
Yikes.
for him. Sorry. Good for him.
No,
you know, do what you love.
It was tragic, but he has some really good writing about it. If you
Yeah,
want to check it
yeah.
out.
No, I just think he should do what he loves.
Yeah, all right.
Get jaw cancer.
Well,
Yeah.
smoke a cigar if you want.
What are you supposed to do in a movie theater in the 1970s?
Dead ass.
Yeah.
What I wish we could do in a movie theater now.
Amen.
La Gravenze, don't know if that's how you pronounce it, penned The Bridges of Madison County. What?
Oh, that's a movie and a musical.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A film that practically defined the manipulative weeper, so his remarkably off-putting script here is a major disappointment. Likewise, the film runs far too long and never quite achieves La whatever the fuck's name.
CA.
The La Gravenese.
I said the graveness.
La Graveness.
Oh, I know that's not it.
It's pretty close.
I'm never right with pronunciation.
Obviously desired effect of both a feel-good flick and one with a lesson about grieving process. Yeah.
Why are people so mean?
Because they hate women.
I don't think the script was a major disappointment. I
thought a lot of the writing was good.
I thought this was
this
great.
movie was
Literally.
exactly what it had to be.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering like what they wanted to see. I'm wondering if they want a grief movie to feel like grief. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like where it's so
Yes.
heavy.
Yeah.
But I think that most people who've ever been through a deep grief like really recognize the other side of it where it
Yeah.
is funny and you grow through
Yeah.
Well, we talk about
Literally.
we did Steel Magnolias. Have you seen
it.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a movie where it's like very sad, but it's also like, oh my God, I'm cracking up. I'm laughing.
Because
it's
like,
like-
you're having those huge intense feelings when you're
Yeah.
grieving, which also unlocks the other side. It's also really, really funny
Yeah.
because you're just doing intense emotions all the way around.
Yeah. Sometimes you're singing Judy Garland.
Yeah.
I
Just saying.
can't imagine enjoying the indie films listed here because they probably are that like scorched earth kind of grief movie.
Why do we have to feel bad after a movie for it to be good?
Yeah, I don't think that needs to be the case. I mean, there's rooms for like a Boys Don't Cry, but I think there's also just as much a room for this type of movie.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think that you should ever want something to be more intense and serious if it is capturing an accurate experience.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He says flashbacks are utilized throughout the film, an effect that grows tiresome, though it is occasionally used to tremendous effect. Hey, motherfucker, you
What?
can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
You can't say this is overused, but used really well.
I was frankly impressed by the restraint.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Of using Gerard
And
Butler.
it's a dead guy, so like we do
Yeah.
have to actually go backwards.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think the flashback layout is really good where they have her in the leather jacket
Yeah.
and he comes down, sees her at the concert and goes, I love your jacket. And you find out it's his jacket from Ireland.
Yeah.
You know, that's a little touch.
Yeah.
Trusting the audience.
Yeah.
Maybe not so stupid a movie after all.
Maybe not. Okay, we have Peter Bradshaw, The Guardian. He says the title could have been P.S. I'm a seriously creepy weirdo.
What?
And the necrophiliac high concept would work with just a little tweaking for a psychological horror film.
What
Peter's
the
been
fuck?
pissing me the fuck off this season.
Men have no
What
ability
is he
to look
talking
in
about?
at themselves.
Necrophiliac, that's her dead husband. What are you talking
That's her
about?
dead
I wanna
husband.
fuck his dead body.
No.
She misses him.
She's
Oh my
just got the
God.
box.
What?
Like, this man doesn't understand human emotion, it seems.
Yeah.
Sorry, Peter.
Yeah.
And he hated the Sex and the City movie.
And he hated the Sex and the City movie.
Send him
He
straight
hates
to hell.
fun.
We're gonna go to weird letters, which are written on what looks like some kind of modern parchment in disconcertingly bold and clear italic
give him
script produced as if on a word processor. So now we're coming for the props department.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Peter.
I'll give him that. That's funny.
I mean, he's kind of right. The movie is notable for having a toe-curling rendition of Fairy Tale of New York, recited by the smiling liberal priest at Jerry's wake. It wasn't bleeped, though I could have done with one long bleep through this film.
What the fuck?
Shut up.
Don't bleep it.
I'm so
Anyway,
glad you
let
guys
him
like
speak.
it too.
Yeah. Of course. It's a good movie.
We even if we don't like a movie, we're not gonna come on here and be like, this sucked. You know?
No.
We'll always find
I love
the
that.
the heart of it.
I'm loving
We
this.
like to give chick flicks the respect they deserve.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All
And
right.
this one
let's-
deserves it.
And you can tell the issue, and this is a perfect example of just like the reviewers are not in touch with themselves and therefore are incapable of engaging with the movie with any empathy.
Yeah.
And there are some movies that deserve a bad review, sure, but like you need to be able to engage with it, and you need to be able to not have the first 8 thoughts be like chick flick, fucking chick flick, fucking
Yeah.
chick flick.
Yeah.
And then try to make up some negative review. We see that all the time.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
lame.
The props department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you're just like hunting for reasons
Yeah.
to dislike it
Yeah.
out of some basis of sexism. And they don't recognize genre tropes in male movies,
Mhm.
but they recognize all these genre tropes in chick flicks. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you're actually engaging or even recognizing those tropes. You're just looking at a type of movie with a type of cast and you're judging it ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hate those.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the impact on the genre. Do we consider it a chick flick?
Absolutely.
This is very much a weepy.
yeah.
And it came out during this time where there were a lot of weepies were doing really well. The Notebook came out in 2004. Dear John and The Last Song came out in 2010. Both Nicholas Sparks novels.
The Last Song was Miley Cyrus, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That went crazy. Have you guys done this?
Oh,
That
yeah.
one?
Yes, we did.
How was it?
I liked it. We liked it. We
Greg
liked it.
Kinnear's good. She's a good
She's-
actress in it.
I saw it in theaters when it came out in
Yeah.
2010. And
It's kind of a bad movie, though.
I think my
It wasn't
rewatch,
great.
I was like, oh.
The original text isn't giving like.
They wrote the
lot.
original text as they were making the movie.
Yes, that's right.
So
It
that-
was
Even
that. Yeah.
more
Why would they
of,
do that?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
they wanted women to read the book and come to the movie. It was effective marketing at the time.
Wow.
People used to read.
And it's like produced by her parents. It's not the strongest.
Yeah.
Damn.
But,
Yeah.
but good performance.
She rides a bike and does a full black eyeliner around the eye. It's a
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's good if you like her.
She is good in that one.
I like her.
Yeah. So I see why this was made. You know, they were like, this is a book. Seems like it'd be a good movie. Gonna make women cry. Great.
Mhm.
Let's do it. Let's get Gerard Butler in there. My one part, the moment I knew this movie was gonna be good is when the Summit icon
Yeah.
came on screen, and I went, "Oh, Summit before Twilight."
A whole year
Mhm.
before.
Kind of incredible.
That is incredible.
Twilight came out in 2008.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow, that's earlier than I realized.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I always think it's 2010 because that's when I read it.
Yeah.
Mm.
But that's my own
I
personal
think I engaged
bias.
much later than that.
Yeah.
I was in 5th grade and I read the Twilight series.
Yep, same.
And that was,
Same.
Yeah. a choice for
Yeah.
sure.
That's everything I have.
Did you notice that this movie was dedicated to someone?
Yes.
Yes.
It was one of the producer's sister,
Mm.
who was a photographer. Her name was Sarah Windland Wendy Smith Rice. So long name.
Longest
But
name.
apparently her father was the founder of FedEx.
Whoa.
And the first FedEx plane was named after her. And her brother is Arthur Smith, the former head coach of the Atlanta Falcons.
This is a
Don't
Nepo
look at
baby
me for
movie.
that.
And
I don't know about the Atlanta Falcons.
at least
The
just the
FedEx Nepo
producer.
baby.
But she died suddenly of this thing called long QT syndrome, which I had never heard of. And then I read her Wikipedia page, saw that, was watching a YouTube video about who knows what later that night, and they mentioned that exact disease. And I was like,
Creepy.
creepy. I'd never heard of that before.
Well, we're spreading awareness.
Yeah,
Long
shout out
QT.
Wendy. Good movie.
Long QT.
Long QT syndrome.
That's
It's
just me
just
because I'm
like
cute and
heart. It's just like heart problems. It seems like when
No,
your
you don't
heart
want
skips
that.
a beat or something.
Yeah.
That's not
Whoa.
good.
Yeah. But I saw that and I had to look it up. So shout out
tall.
Wendy.
R.I.P. Wendy.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Wendy. Great movie.
Great.
Yeah. If you're gonna have a movie dedicated to you, it's a good one.
It's a
Yeah,
good one.
for sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Do you
Thank you
want to
for
shout
having
anything
me.
out?
You can find me everywhere at Haha McKenna. At Haha McKenna on YouTube.
Whoa.
I know, extra laugh. And you can find my podcast wherever you can find me. So watch it. We have fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching and listening. Thank you to Atlas Renee for art, Shishkin Productions, Brianna Harley for music. Next week, we're watching Tall Girl 2.
You guys aren't ready. You guys aren't ready.
She gets
I'm
tall.
so excited to do Tall Girl 2.
Social media. Follow us. We have TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and Letterboxd at FemFeaturesPod.